So this is Grinch desperately trying to adapt this amazing crate we got from our next door neighbour. They had some wood delivered and we took it in, and they've also said we can have the next one. They will have their next delivery. So Grinch has cut 2 slats of woods that were here, one here and one here, so we can have contact to the soil for the worms, but we still have a big cross structure. And he's now removing this one here to make this side a little bit lower, so we can move the compost and reach the compost easily. And we've got extra slats from our neighbours that we can use to add to the sides. So yeah, you're doing great, Grinch.
Thank you.
Trouble is the wood is very wet, but it's going to look good when it's done. This is brilliant for a compost bin. Couldn't think of better.
We'll put the if we're screwing it, we might as well do it at the allotment. Yes,
because unfortunately this structure is quite big, so we're going to have to carry it by hand to the allotment. That should take us half a day, especially with me helping Grinch. I am not a fast walker. It's very heavy. Grinch could not carry this on his own, bless him.
No.
Right, ready?
Oh God.
It is heavy. Oh well. Hopefully we won't meet too many people, eh?
I'm on the road.
I don't know how long we're going to last.
5 seconds.
Hang on, can I stop, please? Oh my God. This is going to take us forever. No, it's fine.
No, I'm having a thought.
What?
Turn it over. Then I get inside.
What are you talking about? You get inside.
No, I can't get inside.
You can't. What were you trying to do?
I was going to carry it from the middle. No, that's not going to work.
But turning it over didn't help, did it? No, it's heavier. It's heavier.
It's not going to be any heavier.
It is. I'm telling you, it's heavier. No, it's heavier. No, can I have it the other way around, please? No, it was easier. I could get in the middle from the other side. I can't there because there's a bar in the middle. Thank you. Right, let's carry on. Quick, before there is anyone coming. Hang on, I've got to stop again. Sorry, you knew it was going to be long with me. Oh my God, it's heavy. It is not light. You can't go in the middle, there's no point. That's not gonna work. I don't know what you're trying to do. Right, let's do it again. We haven't just started, we've done a bit. We've done a bit. We're gonna have to cross, aren't we? There we've got Grinch because I accidentally dropped the thing on his foot. So he nearly died. We had a right drama. I didn't see your ankle there. Is it better? We're not there yet.
We're not even halfway. We're about a quarter.
Well, you knew it was going to be bad. On top of that, it's up the hill.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yes.
Oh. You know the classic. Are we there yet?
About a third of the way there.
Oh my God. Well, that's going to be us done by the time we get there, isn't it?
Yep.
Right, can we swap side? So it's the other arm, please. Let's go. At least it's quiet, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, just cars. I'm gonna have to take my jumper off, sorry. We need to start. Too hot. Aren't you hot?
Yes.
Hang on, I need to take the jumper. Right, jumper off. Let's go. Oh, we could have done with Fluffy being here.
He was meant to be.
He was meant to be. He's got a big concert tonight, so he couldn't. So he still hasn't seen the polytunnel for real.
Okay, stop.
Yeah, I'm going to stop. We knew we were going to stop a lot on this one. The allotment is at the end of that road all the way down there. Oh, it looks very long suddenly.
Probably halfway there now.
Yeah, getting there. I'm glad to see even you're finding it out. Right, let's go. A little bit more. Stop. Stop for a minute. Shall we swap side again? We keep moving and it's not looking any closer. How are you doing?
Yeah, all right.
This thing is heavy.
It's awkward. It's not just heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy and awkward. Right. Let's try a bit more. We finally made it to the first gate of the allotment. We've got two, one for the cars, one for walking. I'm going to use the walking one. Hopefully get through the door. We can always turn it on the side. Should be interesting. He's decided it'll be easier on his own through the gate because it's quite narrow on the side. Moving it like that is a good idea actually. Yay! It's getting through. Hurry! First leg of the journey done. Our allotment is right at the bottom. You can see the polytunnel right at the bottom. That's where the allotment is. So we better get on with it. And there's a big stop. We're now under that lovely oak tree that always features at the back of our allotment. He's gorgeous. He's absolutely beautiful. And we can finally see the polytunnel and the shed. We are finally there, nearly there, Grinch. Go on. We're nearly there. That was a long tree. Nearly there. Nearly there. Made it. Yay! We've made it. No rain. We've disturbed no one, which was good. So we've put it there. We got plenty of room between the polytunnel and the bin. And the plan is, when we get our second one next to it, we'll actually put a space in between with some slats of wood in between. So we'll have a space where we can actually store cardboard and the greenhouse bits that we might not be using and other bits like that. We're also going to put a small pallet on each side, on the outside of each side of the bins, so to put like bamboo canes and things like that, just to try to make it less a mess. Because when we removed everything, so a lot of it is some of our greeneries that we've cleared from the bed to put in the compost bins, but as you can see, we've got a lot of poles. The brown plastic is going to go in the bin because that's rubbish. I shouldn't have bought it, but you know, pieces of wood, boards like this, we're going to put it all stored as well as we can, so we don't have this mess behind the shed, because it's really awful. Makes me ill looking at it. So that's the plan. You'll know what I mean as we're doing it, but it's looking good. It's looking great. While I'm putting the membrane, oh, that's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah.
Grinch is putting some of our old greenhouse bits. It's going to attach it with a couple of screws. Some of our old boards from the greenhouse inside. I am learning the best way to stop the weed comes through between two pieces of membrane is to have a generous overlap. I'm learning that. Made the mistake to put them quite close and all the weed comes in the middle. It's amazing. Any tiny little hole and the weed will come through. So it's all membranes. Argument between Grinch and I. He thinks it's not a big enough hole for the worms. I think it is. I think they'll find their way up. They'll find where the food is. I wanted to thank Will, the flying gardener, because I got the idea of using the old greenhouse board from him. Like us, he had the exact greenhouse as us. And like us, the greenhouse lasted 24 hours. I think he had a massive storm and he didn't even get to finish it. And it got absolutely destroyed. And he used the boards of the old greenhouse around his compost bin. And I thought it was a great idea because it protects a little bit the wood and it keeps it warm in winter. So thank you, Will. I've just realised that there is quite a big gap at the bottom where the mess will come out. We're going to put a bit more of that board all around. I'll keep it warm. We've just had an idea of making a top with the extra bits of wood and the panels of the greenhouse. Keep it nice and secure and warm. So it's now pouring with rain. So Grinch is putting everything in the car. We're going to close the polytunnel. So we've got our nice compost bin. I was going to put my canes just to show I've got canes in there. Although I need to take the plastic off, I'm sure. But you get the idea. I'll fill it another day. Got a little section. Got our bricks so it doesn't go flying. At least we managed to do this and it still gets some air through there. So yeah, it's good. It's good, isn't it? Brilliant. Looking forward to do the second one when our neighbour's got the pallets. Time to go home, I think. And it's not going to stop today, is it?
It's not, no.
It's not. It's one of those rains. Today is a beautiful day and Grinch is finished off all those little bits to cut. I still can't believe how good it looks. We brought all our peelings from our veg, haven't we?
Yep.
All to be added.
All to be added, including tea bags.
Including tea bags.
Hey.
So, yeah. Everything from the allotment is going in there.
Plus banana skin.
The other thing to do will be to, we'll put a bit of manure, won't we? We'll do sandwich. A bit of manure, bit of this, bit of manure, bit of this. We're going to do exactly what we've done last year because it worked. And this will be even better kept. Just done coat number 3 on the staging. Ready for silicone. Finish all the corners of the shed. Stop insects getting in. Making sure every gap is filled. And Grinch is going to do a bed to put under the staging in that space there. So yeah, we're progressing. I'm not Grinch favourite. I made him build a bed, but I bought the wrong one. I meant to buy the 100 by 60, but yeah, that's 100 by 100. I got the wrong one. Sorry, Grinch. Sorry. We still can use it on the allotment.
Yeah,
I'm really sorry.
And I need to complete it anyway.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. We're going to put it somewhere else in the allotment. But as you can see, that is miles too big. Yes, I think that long bed, we could put it on the side of the greenhouse, alongside the aubergine, see how it goes. Yeah. And this one could go there, so you need to move that one first, I think. I'm so sorry. I mean, we will use it. It's a good bed. It's a nice size. Poor Grinch. I'm always giving him work. Oh. We'll have to move the aubergine. That could be a good bed inside, couldn't it? No, we need to move the aubergine first. Careful the plastic. I mean, the aubergine is only for now. I'm not even sure we'll get aubergine out of it. I just didn't want to let them die. Sorry, I've just watered them, so they'll be heavy and wet. I'm so sorry. We could have done with the beds probably slightly longer, but I think that could be good fit. What do you think? Careful the plastic. No matter what you do, careful the plastic. So this works. And we're going to leave it there. That's brilliant. That's a bed to go in the polytunnel. That works. Here we've got a space, but I can use some of those buckets in there. So yeah, it does work. It works. Looks good there actually. So I just need to find a smaller one for underneath there. We've just noticed that the deers have been eating the bark of the apricot tree. So I've bought some of those iron bars I've got over there, and I'm going to put some chicken wire all around the fruit area, all around. We're not allowed a fence as such, so I'm going to protect all the fruit area with some chicken wire certainly from the outside, and I might just follow that line and just protect all around, because they keep getting to the fruit trees, they keep getting everywhere, and my apricot tree is so lovely. I don't want to kill him, and this is going to kill him. This is really bad. I can't believe I haven't noticed it before. To Grinch horror, who thought he was finished, I've realised that we need to flatten this space for the new wood chip to arrive, because I want to membrane all of this, because we keep having weeds coming through the wood chip. So I want to flatten it as much as we can, and then put membrane all over, so when they come and bring the wood chip, it's nice and clear. We're not finished yet. Unfortunately, we still had a lot of bumps from the mound that used to be here. Whoever's followed our progress from the beginning knows that here was a big mound, and there was still some of the mound there, a little bit uneven, but when the tree surgeon brought the wood chip, he just dumped it in this space, which was absolutely fine. The trouble is we didn't quite flatten it. Now, it's still not perfect, but it'll have to do, because I'd completely forgotten they're coming. Well, I knew they were coming, but one of our jobs was to flatten it a bit more and put wood chip because
put membrane.
Oh, and put membrane before they bring the wood chip, because we had weeds coming through the wood chip, and I don't want this to happen. I want to give myself time to organize beds, to know what I'm doing, and not have weeds and mounds and holes and things to contend with. So this time we're going to put a good piece of membrane. Somehow we've made it before night time. It's more or less flat, it'll do. They can bring the wood chip and then we can work with it, which is good. We're still not going to wood chip this big area until we know what we're doing with beds. But yeah, I'm glad. It's finally flattened, and as flattened as it can be.
Hey there.
We managed to put wood chip. I don't think they can see us.
Can they not see us?
Probably not, it's dark. So this is a bit of a roof that's giving us trouble. All the tiles here, going down here, certainly from all this, there is big gaps that I'll show you going closer. There is big gaps between the concrete and the tiles and the next tile. So if I go closer, can you see those gaps? I don't know if I can show it, but big gap there, big gap there, not so much there, but there are big gaps. As you go more and more gaps, can you see? So there is different gaps. So basically it's collapsed with the strength of the wind and the rain falling. And this little roof fever here, all the concrete running along has completely worn out and water's getting in. And this is the kitchen window. This is our bedroom window, so not great, has to be fixed. At the moment the water is mainly in the attic and getting into the wall, but it's going to get through at some point, and it's obviously putting wet patches, so it needs to be fixed. So that's what's happening to the house. So all section of tiles have slipped down, and it's due to all the rain and the wind we've had. So having got those news and hearing what the roofer has told us, I've come to the allotment because I'm worried. So let's have a look. I am worried. I don't know what we're gonna get. Let's have a look. Okay. Polytunnel has done better than the house. The art has survived, so taking everything off it was the right thing to do. Polytunnel is still standing, and so is the shed. You hear the wind. It's really howling. So I've put my little crown in. There's no point in getting more battered than it is. So it looks like it's our house that suffered the most, more than the allotment. I'm actually quite happy. I shouldn't be, really, because the roof is not good news for the house. But I'm glad that the allotment's holding on.